In the background?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah? Oh, hey.
Hey.
Hey, it's
Gotta
a
get
friend.
star here, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I miss you all so much.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
Shout outs to my boy right here.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Where were you?
I was...
Go see Dunkirk. This is the third film in the Tom Hardy wears shit on his face trilogy. Right behind Mad Max Fury Road and The Dark Knight Rises. The movie's pretty good. So apparently no one really likes planes, but they fly them around anyway and they get scared when they come by. They're like, boo, gotcha. And then One Direction is like, oh no, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
And it's pretty solid.
One Direction was...
I'd say that was a pretty accurate, you know, description.
Oh, don't forget the boring. That was part of the movie too.
The boring.
It was really boring.
I give it an 8 out of 10 because One Direction did not sing in the movie.
That would have made it like a 9 out of 10 if they did that. It was, if they sang. If it was just a music video on the beach.
100%.
That could have been a good post-credit scene,
Yeah.
if anything.
Just all the people on the beach to start doing like a flash dance.
Break out in
Yeah.
Well, they did. Didn't you see him doing this?
No, did you not see them doing this?
That's the new dance.
This is going on for way too long.
Sit down, boy. Is this good, Cameron?
Guys.
Dunkirk. I didn't like it.
I'm done with Kirk. Good night, everybody.
Hold on. Actually,
Okay, so
no. This is the great way how we'll describe the movie. We will just not talk the whole time.
We'll add some ticking sound effects that add no relevance.
And then they cut out.
They cut out sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go. I'm like probably the least professional as far as reviews go.
Let's keep it spoiler free for now, but then we'll.
Why does that matter?
Because people want it to be spoiler free.
Well,
They can fuck up. They should watch the movie then first.
Well,
God damn it.
First
It's
we'll
a
give our scores.
It's a review, so
We'll give our scores.
Right.
Well, I want to at least say like stuff that isn't really like. I mean,
Nothing
actually,
about the story.
you know what?
There's no spoilers in this movie
Actually,
because nothing
yeah,
happens.
there's no spoilers with what with. What are
that could be the spoiler itself.
Honestly,
There's no spoiler.
there's nothing.
I don't think we should do spoiler review.
Did you like the trailer? Cool.
That's the movie.
That's the movie. But longer.
The trailer is 10 seconds. Play that over like
The trailer's great.
1,000 times.
But then they took the trailer
And made it a movie.
and made it a movie.
It's literally because like that's the exact amount of like how much you care about the characters in the movie is with what you see in the trailer.
Yeah.
That's exactly how much you care about them still when you're watching the movie.
Yeah, because there aren't. I don't even think there are any characters in this movie except for maybe that one kid.
What?
But not even.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you mean Harry Styles?
No.
Dunkirk is the best tween drama I've seen all year.
Well, the thing is, first off, let's talk about the good. Visually appealing.
It looks great. It sounds great. That's it.
Yep.
Like, even the visuals didn't, like... The visuals were cool. I mean, the one thing that I took away from this film is the weird foamy shit that came out of the ocean.
That's
I was like, what
that was accurate.
Yeah, I know. I was like, well, that looks cool. I want to go touch it, but nothing else.
So, okay, this is probably the most boring war movie I've ever seen ever. It might be the most boring war movie to ever exist. Because there's nothing... Like, I don't know. They try to play it off like a war is hell kind of movie, but nothing catastrophic really happens.
Yeah.
You never see anything catastrophic happen. Well, like, you know, people die and stuff, but it's like, you never really get the full effect. So when they're all sad about it, you don't care.
I never got engrossed.
Yeah, there's no
Oh,
emotion.
definitely. There's no beginning.
I mean,
You just get thrown into it.
I mean, it just kind of starts, and sometimes it'll work.
With really
But it
distracting,
really doesn't right
really
now.
distracting text at the beginning because it like has it, cuts out, has it, but then it's not new text. There's like the same text, but then like a new text, and then it cuts out again, and then the same text,
You
but then
really
new
just
text.
hate text at the beginning of film.
It's stupid. I'm here to watch, not to read.
Do you just hate Star Wars?
I do hate those
Like-
parts because
like
no
when
one
fucking
gives
stuff-
no one gives a shit about those parts. No one reads those.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I do, but it's like I don't remember it. I just want the movie to
I
start.
don't know. When I saw The Force Awakens, everybody was reading it at once in my theater, and it was fun. It was hilarious.
They were like da 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 da.
Yes, yes, it was
That's
great.
really
It was
cool.
so cool. I loved it.
That sounds like something that would be awesome.
God damn it! I wish I could
Anyway,
experience that
Dunkirk.
again. Dunkirk.
What else is there to even talk about?
There's nothing to talk about because it was so freaking boring, and there was nothing.
You said that the color scheme was good. It was good.
Yeah.
The color scheme, yeah, it's visually appealing and audibly appealing, but that's about it. There's nothing to latch on to. There's nothing to absorb. There's
I feel like
nothing
we
to
had a few
remember.
a few
there's
more
nothing.
points, but I'm
there's
forgetting them right
nothing.
now.
This movie feels like they took like 7 student films and they stitched them together,
No,
and then
it's-
tried to make it a cohesive
I think
story.
I also pointed out, like, maybe it
looks
wasn't
like-
supposed to be an action movie, but it doesn't even work as an informative war movie, because I know less about Dunkirk than I did before watching this movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I got nothing out of it, and I mean the audience that we had, like, it wasn't horrible, but like these like tweens that were behind us were like wanting to clap at the end. It's like, no, fuck you, this movie sucked. I'm sorry.
I feel like they just did that because, like, they're the kind of people that every movie we have to clap, it's a tradition, and, like, fuck off.
No, I feel like this is the first movie they saw in like 5 years, only because Harry Styles was in it. So they were like, wow, this is so meaningful. I'm gonna go blog about this later on tonight.
Harry Styles' performance was so deep.
I'm gonna go wet my pussy tonight, thinking
Yeah.
about how hot and manly
There's
Harry
also
Styles
there's
was.
no acting in this movie, by the way. It's all just concerned faces, and that's about it.
Have you ever seen?
Well, something I kind of liked though was that there wasn't a lot of talking, because Christopher Nolan always has a lot of talking. There wasn't a lot of.
Yeah, I did like that at the beginning where there was like 0 words at all.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
And
but I wish there was more dialogue to actually like make me care about at least one of these characters.
yeah, then eventually I realized that sucks because it's so boring. And then the only scenes I cared about were on the boat with the old guy and the 2 kids and,
Yeah,
and the
those-
soldier, and because they were talking and it was like, you know, it was cool, but that, you know, didn't, I don't know, it was like 10 seconds at a time, and it was like,
Yeah. And then at the end, like, this captain guy, he's just like, I'll stay and wait for the French, like, so heroic, and everybody's like, who are you? And then, yeah, we were
Tom
talking
Hardy's
about,
supposed to sacrifice himself at the end, but like
we were
no
talking
one cares.
yeah.
All right. Well,
We were talking about the end, it has such a weird cut, where,
Oh, yeah.
like, the music, like, real rises, and then it's supposed to stop, and that's when the end credits are supposed to begin. It rises, and like the movie like ends on a certain shot, and then it fades out to black, and then there's suddenly just another shot for like 2 seconds, and then it cuts to black, and it's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, no, it was a dynamic shot of an airplane burning, and then the music cuts out, and then like the screen is to black, and then one of the young soldiers' face for 2 seconds, and then it cuts off, and then it has film by Christopher Nolan, and it's like
What the fuck was that?
it's memorable, but
What
it
was
fails.
that editing?
I
was that
do
editing?
think it is, like, you know, the guy pointed out, I do think it was an editing mistake. That had to have been, there was no way he consciously made that and thought it was a good choice.
I think maybe he made it a mistake, and Christopher Nolan was like, that looks good, or some shit like that, and he's like, okay.
You know, there's not much
Sure.
more to discuss, is there? Is there anything else at all? Should we just give our number ratings?
Alright,
Just give a number. It says there's nothing else in this movie
Okay.
to talk about.
Alright, 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Alright. Well, I wish I saw Valerian.
No.